Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review that was requested of the Coastal Scents Bright Eyed, let's see, what's it called here? Bright Eyed Eye Brightener. It's kind of original. I have the colors light and medium. This is what the packaging looks like. Someone had asked me to review it and just asked me my opinion on it based on some other products that I've tried and maybe some other reviews that are out there that I've kind of seen comparing them to other products. So I'm kind of just going to give my 2 cents on this product. I do have one on right now. I have the light color on right now under my eyes. And I've done some swatches on my hand because I was kind of playing with my thoughts on it and just kind of getting my information together. And it is this one right here. So that is the light one. Now, what the question was to me was, how does it compare to the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector, which looks like this, and I have it in the number 1, which is the more pink shade, versus the number 2, which I think is the more peach shade. So I wanted to put that next to it, and it's right here next to it. But in the meantime, I also want to touch base on a couple other items that I have, and then I'm going to tell you just my thoughts on how it works, things like that. I also, something that I use quite frequently is the Clinique All About Eyes Concealer in the color 03 Light Petal. And that's what this looks like. And it has kind of a peachy pink undertone to it. And it's this one right here. So you've got Giorgio Armani, Coastal Scents, and then Clinique. The next one right here that's a little bit lighter is the YSL Touche Eclat. I don't think there's a color on this. Doesn't say a color that I'm noticing. I thought they had colors, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That's this one here. And then the really, really dark color here is the medium version of this, which is way too dark for me. But I just wanted to show you the difference really between the light and then the medium. Like, that's quite a jump. They do have a step lighter, which is called Ivory, and they have a step darker that I think is just called Dark. I think either Deep or Dark. I'm not 100% sure which one it's called. But the question is how does this compare to the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector? I think color-wise, they are very, very similar. Now, where the difference comes in is the Coastal Scents Bright Eyed is actually, to me, a mixture of like the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector and the YSL Touche Eclat. I don't know how to say that, so I know I'm saying it wrong, by the way, so don't think I think I'm saying it correctly. So it's kind of a combination of those two because it has the same tone as that, the same depth of color. It has that brightness with the pink. It kind of counteracts the purple undertones, but it has a slight sheen to it like the YSL does. The YSL helps to brighten as well, kind of give you a little bit of reflectiveness under the eyes and really help you to combat that darkness that kind of resides under your eyes. Now, Giorgio Armani, you are supposed to put on before you put anything else on because it's made to be counteracted beforehand. Then you can apply your makeup afterwards. And then people a lot of times still use concealer with that, which I do. And the YSL is made to be put on as kind of your last thing, that you just kind of put it on a little bit before you're done all of your makeup, and it gives you that little bit of brightness. Now, the Coastal Scents is kind of an in-between that because it said originally in the packaging that it could be used afterwards just like the YSL. But what I find works best is I use this more like I would the Clinique version, which is I do my foundation, I do my powder, and then I put the Coastal Scents under my eye. Now, when I do powder, I don't really get up under my eye. So I put the Coastal Scents then underneath my eye, and then I use a powder to set it with. And right now I'm using my Laura Mercier mineral powder. But I just use a fluffy, what is this? Sigma E40 brush. I just use that and I just buff it in under my eyes over that Coastal Scents product. And that to me really does the brightening. I don't find that I have the dark, I mean, you can see when I go like this, right there, the darkness. but that's because of the lighting more than anything else. But when I'm just out and about, I feel like this really does do a nice job. And it's funny because I had kind of forgotten about it, and I've had it for a while and I've used it quite a bit, but I had kind of forgotten about it until someone asked me to do this review. So I do think as far as color, it is the closest thing I have seen yet to the Giorgio Armani. Like, I mean, they're right here. The Giorgio Armani has like a slight bit more of a peach to it, but very, very, very minimal to it. So, I mean, definitely if you're talking, I think this is in the $40. I think so is this. The Clinique is probably maybe like 15 to 20, but this is $9 and it's way more product. How much is in here? How much product is in here? Doesn't say on it. But it's, I mean, it's way more product than even just the Clinique one. Like, it's double that. It's a really nice product. It's very easy to work with. The only thing that is difficult is making sure you get the right color. Because these colors, as you can see, jump from one extreme to the other just on from light to medium. Like, this is medium, this to me is dark. So I think the key part is to make sure you look up swatches of all of them, make sure you know you're getting the right color. You're better off going with a lighter color than a darker color, because the lighter color can still, if it's even lighter than your foundation, it can still cause that brightness. You can still put it on underneath your foundation and still get the brightness. If it's too dark, there's nothing that's going to help it. You can't really make it work in that manner. So if you're in doubt anyway with these colors, make sure you go lighter than what you think. But I definitely think it's a really great product, and I'm glad that I was reminded about it, because I started playing with it again and kind of, you know, figuring out the best ways that it seems to work on my under eye. I don't find that it creases. Usually I have issues up closer to my lash line that it starts to crease and things like that. I don't find that this does it. It's a very thin product. It has more of the consistency feeling of either the Giorgio Armani or the YSL, because it's very light and airy, whereas Clinique is like a little bit thicker, more of a concealer type of feel, has a little bit more heaviness to it. This is very, very light for under the eyes. Very light consistency, and I'll put a little bit more. I'll do another hand. I'll do it on this other hand. I'm not very good at flipping my hands opposite way. But it comes out like this. It's very, very light. Let's see how we can do this here. It's very pigmented. You can see just that little dot how much got, and you can see that it covered the sunspots that I have on my hand. But I mean, it's just very easy to maneuver in. It's very easy to blend in, and it's a really, really nice product. I was quite surprised when I actually, it's funny because I knew I liked the product, but I was really surprised at how similar it was to other high-end products when I actually started kind of testing it out and playing it with it again to do this video. So that is my review on the Coastal Scents Bright Eye Brightener. I swear it needs another name. Like, I get the Bright Eyed, but Bright Eyed Eye Brightener. Okay. So this is what it looks like. You can get it online at Coastal Scents. I'll put the link either down below or on my blog. It's like $9.99 or something like that. So definitely a good buy if you're looking for something, or you just don't want to spend the money or try either of these because they're out of your price range. This is a great alternative. So I hope you guys found that review helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.